Hello you beautiful gorgeous donuts. Today we are going to be reacting to British tweets because they're insane. I've compiled some of the wildest British tweets I've ever seen, so let's just have a little look through them. Mental that your handwriting is just your hand's accent. What? Wait, your handwriting is your hand's accent? Is it? That's actually stumped us. Like, genuinely, I was like laughing because that was so stupid, but now I feel like I'm the stupid one. I just don't feel like I'm like intelligent enough to understand this. Like, that's your hand's accent. I don't think it is. Or is it? This is like something someone would say at like 3 AM at an afters, and then everyone goes, right, that's time to call it a night. See you later. Like, this is the conversation killer. What does that even mean, love? Becky, sort it out. Ticketmaster makes huge step for disabled music fans. Oh, I don't even want to read the quote for this. Surely a ramp would be better. Yeah, I mean, you know, for you know, disabled access to a venue, making a huge step, probably not the best word. Right, that's just, you know, you couldn't have like took a further step backward. That's just spitting in the face of people that are disabled. Building a huge step. A ramp would have been better for Reese. You're not wrong, fella. My mum used to finish work on a Friday, book a flight to Ibiza, and then be back in time for work Monday, and that is the level of spontaneity I'd like to achieve. Just a side note, I'm so glad that I just pronounced that spontaneity. This is kind of outrageous, though. Like, is that... First off, how do you have, like... How are you able to just drop all of your responsibilities and be like, f it, I'm going to Ocean Beach, I'm gonna go... toss off Wayne Lineker, I don't care. And also, like, how'd you have the money for that? Ibiza's expensive. Like, if you were like, oh, I go to Benidorm every weekend, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of manageable. I'm Magaluf. But Ibiza, really, love? Fair play. Right? That's commitment to Ocean Beach, that is. That is commitment. That's commitment to putting a Ciroc on your Snapchat story every weekend. Like, that's actually outrageous. Can you imagine, like, the staff there? They're like, wow, she's back again. She really loves this place, doesn't she? Can I get enough of Tom Zanetti? She can't. Guy in work keeps calling his national insurance number his Nashy number, and it really getting to me. I feel like crying. Oh yeah, reading that kind of gives the his Nashy number. See, that like strikes a chord in me that I just feel really uncomfortable with. It's like someone rubbing a wet towel against me teeth. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. It's the same feeling as like, do you know white mice chocolate? Imagine that getting ran through someone's greasy hair. Like, genuinely, when I'm like trying to be sick, like after a night out, if I'm like, you know, trying to throw up, I just think of that and then instantly it comes out. I don't know if it's like my secret talent, but just white mice chocolate through greasy hair makes me be sick. Such a niche one. Now I'm just gonna think of a Nashy number. We are trying for a baby. Also, you're just raw dogging every night and you're telling everyone at the dinner table, including your nan. Yeah. What's up with that? Like, I think it's outrageous when someone has a kid. Like, your parents know that you've shagged. Like, they know now. Like, they just kind of put it at the back of their mind or just never think about it. But when a kid comes out, it's like, they've shagged. The dirty bastards. How's he here? Eh? How's there a little baby there? Right, you two have been going at it, haven't you, you dirty dogs? Like, I think that's kind of scary. Like, we are trying... Oh, God. Like, yeah, you're raw dogging. Right? Especially the word raw dogging. That's such an outrageous way to put it. Raw dogging. That just sounds dirty and gritty. Who's getting a starter? I'll have a starter if you have a starter. How many people are having a starter? Do you want to share a starter? Can the kids' food come with the starters? I don't want to be the only one having a starter. Are you having a starter? No, genuinely. Is your name Shan? Is that how you pronounce it? I get this. This isn't outrageous, right? This isn't insane. You're completely fair for this. If I'm the only one having a starter on like a table of 5, everyone's going to be staring at you. And also, you kind of feel like rude for some reason. Even if you're paying for it, you still feel rude that like nobody else is getting one. What are you? Let me know if you are either a starter and a main or a main and a dessert, or if you're all three, you're fucked. Right, you could be all three. I'm a starter and a main, so when people say they're not getting starters, I kind of go, oh, really? Really, you don't want potato skins? They don't interest you, do they not? No. No, of course they don't. Of course they don't, you little so annoying when you think you find a parking space, then you look and there's a bloody Fiat 500 hiding in it. Yeah, there's nothing more that infuriates me than little cars hiding behind big cars. Why do you do it? Like, I've got a little car as well, so I'm probably part of the problem. But every single time, it's this big off apocalyptic car right next to a Fiat 500 blocking it. Do you think you've got a space and you're like, oh, even worse when it's in a bath, right? Just a fancy Fiat 500. Just quickly as well, guys, I do want to get my Reddit started again. Like, I had a Reddit ages ago, and I really want, like, people to post on it because we've got such a good community here. I want to make it, like, a really good community for the donuts. It's called r/Camp Kirkham, baby. If you want to post anything on there, I'm going to be doing weekly or monthly videos reacting to it. So, yeah, make sure you join and join the donut army on here. Funny when a car speeds up when you're walking across the road. Bonnet me then. See if I'm lost. Callum, that is a mood, to be fair. Like, genuinely, like, if you want to hit me, please. Like, that would brighten up my day. You're going to do me a favor, actually. Go on, hit me. Not only, you know, might I die, which, you know, a win's a win. I'm going to get an insurance claim, or my family's going to get it. So, go on, hit me. Mad how your mum's mood sets the mood for the entire household. Oh, yeah, this is so true. Like, if you're, you know, upstairs, and you hear your mum, you know, in the next room going, you know that shit's about to go down. You've got to take cover, tidy your room, take the mugs downstairs. Otherwise, you're going to be in the firing line. Just make your mum a cuppa, right? She's probably had a bit of a hard day. She's had shit at work. She's came back. She's probably like, oh, all of this is I hate my family. Hate everything. Just make her a cuppa. Funny how Ryanair can take you to another country for $9.99, but an 8-minute taxi home costs me £11. That's so true. Taxis are so expensive. However, right, I've said this in a video before. I have, like, beef with Ryanair. It's not actually $9.99, right? Yeah, you book your flight for, like, a tenner, but then it's, like, 20 quid for your seat. Oh, you want to bring your legs with you, do you? That's another 20 quid per leg, right? Oh, you want a bag with you, do you? Cough up, 40 quid. Oh, what? You've got a head? Yeah, another tenner. It's not actually $9.99. At least, like, the taxi doesn't charge you for your seat. Could you imagine how depressing that would be? Like, you ring your Uber. He's like, what, you actually... You want to sit inside, do you? Give us a tenner, will you? Yeah, cheapskate. And you don't have to, like, they don't charge you extra for your bags. So I guess it kind of still works out cheaper to get a taxi. But it is a funny tweet. Honestly, like, I'm going on holiday, like, in 2 weeks. I have to pay for the extra, like, leg room because otherwise, like, it genuinely just kills us. And the extra leg room was, like, a tenner a seat. And I sat there for, like, 3 days. Like, that's a tenner. That's a tenner. Do I just endure the pain? It's quite cheap. Yeah, but a tenner's a lot. A tenner is a lot. That's at least 2 cocktails on holiday. Should I? Like, I sat like that for 3 days. Like, why didn't I just pay it? Girl from work's boyfriend is meeting her from work with a picnic to watch the sunset for no reason. That's cute. And mine isn't sure if he'll be able to make my birthday because of football. Yeah, you know, Shannon. Right, you say that, but we haven't been given the relevant context though, have we, love? There's a few key things you've missed out. First off, what's the game? If it's like, you know, is it his team? If it's his team, fair play, right? But also, if it's a big game, right, it could be like Man City, Arsenal, right? That's a fair excuse. You've got a point if it's like Brighton versus Fulham. No one gives a about Brighton versus Fulham. If he's not going on a date with you for that, right, get him kicked. But apart from that, might have a bit of sympathy for him. I feel like everyone's going to bite me head off for that. Whenever I say disgusting, I always think back to that video of the Scottish woman yelling at her kids for not flushing the toilet. Oh my god, genuinely. Disgusting! Like, I genuinely thought it without even reading the rest of that. I've actually done a video where I reacted to Scottish memes if you want to go and watch it. Here's the thumbnail here. Saw someone eating a tube of Pringles in the street yesterday. Probably, don't worry guys, we'll get there. Few more properly blown my mind. There we go. Pringles are an indoor crisp. What? I wish I never finished that. What do you mean an indoor crisp? What's an indoor crisp? We actually now, Tony, now you mention it, have I actually ever ate Pringles outside the house? You know what? I don't think I can have. They might be onto something there. They might in fact be an indoor crisp. I've never thought about that. Like, if I buy Pringles, like in the shop, I go, I'll have them when I get home. Well, what's an outdoor crisp? Like Skips. Right? You know, Skips prawn cocktail? They're an outdoor crisp. They stink, right? You need them to kind of like blow. But yeah, Pringles probably are an indoor crisp. I called you an idiot. You're actually a genius, Tony Bassnett. If someone says they were born in September, even if they're like 48, I think, old for your year. Yeah, I actually do think that. I think that with like school things. Like if someone's like 5 years older than me, I think like how many... Oh, you would have been in like year 11 when I was in like year 7. That's kind of crazy. Like, I always think back to that. I don't know why. I was actually born in September. Like I was one of the oldest in the year, guys. One of the coolest as well. Right, just kind of slip that in there. Right, you probably already understood that. Didn't even need to mention that. Just quickly, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button so you can join the Donut family. You'll have loads of videos to binge watch when you're bored, so just press subscribe. Bro, primary school was a scam. Why was I giving out sweets on my birthday? Exactly, Zorro. People should be giving you sweets. Why were you giving out presents on your birthday? It makes no sense at all. But for some reason, mothers love doing it. Like, they would live and die by that. Like, they took it as an offense if they forgot to buy you sweets to give to other people on your birthday. Like, can you remember just standing at the door with like a Tesco bag, just like, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Thanks. Everyone's wishing you a happy birthday. Some people just say thanks, the greedy gits. Like, oh, you come back here with that Haribo's pack. Where's me happy birthday? Just told my mum I thought the bin man was fit. And it turns out she knows him and they're talking by the gate and she just told him I said he was fit. And now I hate bin day. Yeah, Georgia, that's unfortunate. That's not great. Right, every single time, you know that bin man, right? You're like, what lads are like, every single time he goes to your house now, he's going to be mentioning to the other bin men, that last thing's unfair. He's going to be saying that every single time, without fail. That's just embarrassing, though. It just is. Like, why would the mom say that? The mom's trying to get rid of you. She's like, will you, come on, just take her off me hands, will you? Mom's broke girl code there. She was telling you something in confidence, mother. Got a lass on my Snapchat who puts all the letters her boyfriend sends her from jail on her story. And I just can't delete her because I'm so invested in this delinquent. He got hash browns for dinner yesterday. I mean, if she's happy, why are you judging her, Benj? I actually respect it when, you know, like, say someone boyfriend goes to prison and they like stay with them, especially when it's like 5 years. It's like, wow, that is like real love. Like, you're gonna give up 5 years of like building a relationship with someone because you want to stay for your partner, like, especially when they've only been seen for like a year. Like, that is different level love. Like, I actually respect it. I know that a lot of people get a lot of for doing this. Told my grandma I liked Oreos 2 weeks ago, and since then she's bought me 8 packs of normal ones, some ice cream ones, limited edition flavors, and Oreo thins. Grandparents are elite. Oh, this is just so, like, sweet. Like, if you are lucky enough to have a grandparent, they're exactly like this. Like, you tell them you like one thing, they just will buy you it until the day they're gone. They'll just buy you it. They'll just literally go in and be like, Oreos and got in the basket. Remember, I told my nana that I like Tango once, and she just got me, like, every single flavor. Like, every single time she'd see me, she'd buy me a different car. Oh, my God, that's so sweet. I feel like crying. That's so sweet. I need to buy her. I never bought her a can of Tango. Damn, what a terrible grandson I am. 5-year-old girl left in tears. I don't know why I just laughed at that. Just stopped and laughed. 5-year-old girl left in tears after she's fined £150 by a London council for setting up a lemonade stand. Just because you're 5 doesn't mean the law doesn't apply to you, little outrageous fella. On your cornflakes this morning. To be fair, he's kind of got a point. If a 5-year-old went and murdered like 20 people, are we going to be like, ah, but they're 5? And I know it's a weird comparison considering murdering people's a lot different to setting up a lemonade stand, but the point still stands. The law's the law for a reason. Is she putting money aside for tax purposes or is she pocketing it all? That's what I want to know. She needs to put some money towards these roads getting fixed. That is actually outrageous that the council would like fine a 5-year-old 150 quid though. It's like, how's a 5-year-old going to get 150 quid? She's going to have to resort to that street light, selling on the side just to make it back. You're setting her up for failure. In class, having a shower at your girlfriend's. Using stuff like a charcoal facial scrub and a pomegranate and mango shower milk. I've came out the shower smelling like a fresh fruit market on a hot summer's day, feeling like a brand new woman. 13 out of 10 would recommend. This is actually so true. It's so true. Right, you know one thing I like to use, right? Don't tell Chloe, right? Just gonna whisper because she's downstairs, don't let her hear and dumb. There's these things that like girls tend to get. They're like hair food. They're like quite expensive. They're like 8 quid. Like these shampoo things, right? And like every single every so often I just unravel it, right? Dip me fingers in, put it in me hair, right? I smell like mangoes, bro. Smell like mangoes. Gorgeous. The only thing is though, like it leaves like a fingerprint. Like I've got to like proper smooth it out after, like hide the crime scene, right? Like cover me evidence. I don't want to get caught, right? I don't want to get shouted at, right? But my hair feels so soft. So, that hair food goes down quick. Oh yeah, I've heard that. A lot of people have been saying that. Yeah. My mum was too embarrassed to tell the vet our tortoise was called Voldemort. So she just said his name was Susan. Oh my god. No, you've got to stand by that, because that's genuinely hilarious. Sorry, you call your tortoise Voldator. That's going to brighten up the vet's day. The vet, right, might have put down like 2 tortoises that day. That's going to make her happy again. You have to say that. To be fair, calling it Susan also is hilarious. Like, your tortoise is called Susan. That's kind of funny as well. I feel like you should have just chose like a standard name, like Jack or Tom. Tom's a very tortoise name. But Voldator. Does your tortoise have like horcruxes? To be fair, don't tortoises like live longer than people? I think the proper term is cashier. Till slack. Okay, that tickled us. That is outrageous. I love that. That's actually just what I call every single person that serves us at a checkout. I'm like, oh, you. Till slag. Go quicker. I don't do that, guys. That depends what shop I'm in, really. Thinking about the mad clutch control Peppa Pig's dad has. You know, always driving up that steep hill. Yeah, that's actually outrageous. Like, his clutch control is on point. Like, genuinely, if that was me, I'm going backwards into the car behind me. That's one thing that, like, I hate as well about driving. Another road rage thing. Do you know when you're on a hill start and it's a steep one, and, like, somebody drives right up your arse and, like, stays there? So, like, there's no room to go even a tiny bit backwards. That drive is insane. Like, not all of us have them posh cars that, like, don't go back. Some of us actually have to, like, have clutch control. Oh, I'm getting angry just thinking about it. God, if you ever see me on the road, just know that is not me out there. That is somebody else. That is the demon taking over. Anyway, donuts, if you want me to make this a series, 2,123 likes on this video, and I'll do it because I actually found this really fun. And yeah, if you want to watch me react to some even more outrageous posts from British people, click right here because these are absolutely mental.
Kirkham, baby!